them up out. Welcome home run in a 10th inning. Let's go, throw your hats on. Look what Pinky got it. They double teaming Trey. Give it to Trey. Give it to Jonte. Pass it over to Bogey. Bogey driving. Give it to Trey. Give it to Trey. Shoot the three. Bang! Let's go, man. Stop playing. He did not put Ritter in.
I'm done. Oh, this mother just put Ritter in? For what? Why would you put Ritter in right now? He know his job is done.
There's nothing finer in the land than a drunk obnoxious Georgia fan. Oh Let's go. Go dog. Go dogs. Go dogs. Sickle.
Now you're gonna make me chump. Now you're gonna make me chump.
We ain't gonna tiptoe around the issues.
Remember, we don't do woulda, shoulda, coulda, what up in here.
Barbecue and mildew time. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Larry. This is the Dixon Way, all about the A Sports Talk, where we give you live commentary, all our favorite sports teams. From the Braves, the Hawks, the Falcons, the Bulldogs, even my wife Gators. Man, oh man. We appreciate every last one of you guys coming through. If you guys enjoy this commentary, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Ding, ding. Get all our latest videos. And this is the Falcon in review, guys. And today we will be reviewing the Falcons versus the Vikings. We're going to talk about that a little bit because we know how the game went. But we got to talk about the state of the Falcons right now. Y'all see I got my do-rag on. Y'all see what jersey I got on. I ain't missing words, all right? All right, so let's get into the stats, man. Sam Darnold, another quarterback that looks like Joe Montana against us. And we got 4 sacks. We had 5 sacks the last game, 4 sacks this game. So the front 7 doing their job. Secondary looking like trash this thing. Oh, my goodness. It was all kind of womp-womps. 42-21 was the score. The Vikings showing that they are a legitimate playoff team, and the Falcons are showing nothing. Gave up 21 to zip in the fourth
Brody
quarter.
Brown says,
All right.
we put Sam Darnold in the MVP conversation.
We did. We did, Brody. We absolutely did. And for all these weeks in a row, we've making quarterbacks look like, well, no, let me take that back. Really only Sam Darnold and Bo Nix have looked spectacular against us. Every other quarterback, we've made them look human in this 4-game losing streak. But we're here now. We had the division. Guys, it was a 75% chance to win this division when we were 6-3. 75% chance the Atlanta Falcons was writing a ticket to the playoffs and hosting a playoff game. And people was calling us dark horse to make it to the NFC Championship game. Kind of how I was looking at it. Boy, was I fooled. Boy, was I bamboozled. Boy, was a wool put over our eyes.
3 says, Dixon Way is up.
What's up, 3
Our
Dirty? I
problem
see you,
is
fam.
we don't stick to our strengths and what's working, and we also lose focus on the game. Brody Brown says, Raheem says Kirk is the guy who got us here. Dang right he is. We are 6-7. That is no good.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that, man. Welcome to the stream. Let me shout out to everybody. We got Raheem Morrison in the chat, Brody Brown, and 3 Dirty. What's up, man? All y'all get this sound. Appreciate y'all coming through. Sorry for not giving y'all the proper due when you coming through. Appreciate you, man. As we come in, man, cop a squat on this couch. We about to talk about this thing like some grown folks, like some real fans. You know what I'm saying? No coddling here. All right. As y'all see, I got the do-rag on. So y'all already know my stance. You see what jersey I got on. Y'all already know my stance. You ain't even got to ask that question. All right. So Sam Darnold, 22 out of 28. Missed only 6 passes. Another quarterback that only missed 6 passes the entire game. 347 yards, 5 touchdowns. And we sacked them 4 times. That shows that the secondary played horrible. Worst game of the secondary of the year, by far. We was rumbling, bumbling, stumbling out of there, looking like the bad news bears, man. It was horrific. It was horrific. Nobody in the secondary. I know I saw some people saying AJ can hang his head up. No, he can't. No, he can't. No one in that secondary can hang their head high. No one. Shout out to Bijan Robinson, who still is the only glimmer of hope on the offense. 22 carries, 92 yards, a touchdown. He's been supplying all the touchdowns in this run. So I saw some people saying, well, y'all got what y'all wanted. We're a run first team now, and Kirk Cousins done went in the dumpster. Well, that ain't got nothing to do with Bijan or Zach Robinson calling more run plays for Bijan. Kirk Cousins been sucking. And Kirk Cousins is not hurt. I don't want to hear no excuse. He about as healthy as he's going to be. Kirk Cousins ain't hurt. Y'all saw him get out and run for that first down. He didn't look hurt then. Stop giving him excuses that he running. The problem with Kirk Cousins is his decision-making is bad. His decision-making is bad. And you see on the thumbnail right there, right? That's why I got it up. Our coach said, Kirk is our quarterback. And you see what's right beside him, us the fans, WTF. Then you got Kirk looking bewildered, walking off the field. You got Freddie the Falcon laying out in the middle of the field. And you got some Viking fans trolling Kirk Cousins in the stands. Yeah, that's about what happened. That's about a caption of the game right there. Shout out to the beautiful Shonda for making that excellent thumbnail right there. If that thumbnail is a dub, put a dub in the chat. Put a dub in the chat for that thumbnail. For real. That thumbnail is fire. Morris, what's up, Morris? I see you, fam. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. That sounded for you. Appreciate you coming through. Jose also. That sounded for you also. Appreciate you coming through. Jose said teams need a win to restore the confidence to play. Yeah, that's an understatement. Murray says Coach Rock capable of making adjustments. We've seen it through the seasons. Let me go on that, Murray. Thank you for leading me down that road. Do we know that this coaching staff can make adjustments? In the second half of games defensively they had. Alberto, appreciate that, sub. Welcome to the Dixon Way family. As we're less than 300 away from reaching our goal of 10,000. Thank you guys, man. Get on that train, show all the board. We make adjustments during the game. Some better than the others, but we haven't played a complete game yet. And it doesn't seem like we're learning from our mistakes. I'm kind of finding out why we're doing that bubble shell right now. Because we tried to send 6, and blitz. And them guys in the secondary was like Bad News Bear, Keystone Cops, you know what I'm saying? Three Stooges, whatever you want to say. Whoop, 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 whoop. I think we got our answer. Now, shout out to Cade Ellis. Shout out to the front seven who was harassing Sam Darnold all day. Now, there were times that we sent the safety blitz, and Justin Simmons had Darnold squared up and straight missed him. Got juked by Sam Darnold. He rolls out to the right, throws a BB to Jefferson, and yeah, touchdown. So yeah. But with adjustments, no. I can't go with that. Like game plan wise, I can't go with that, Murs, because we come in the game and we seem like we don't know what our opposition wants to do. Also, we don't know. It seems like we don't know what the opposition wants to do against us. That's the thing. We don't know what to do against our opposition, and then we don't know what the opposition gonna do against us. It seems like the league got a book on our team, and we're not going off script, and everything they're planning for us is working like clockwork. And we always, a step behind it look like. But I'm going to give some relief to Zach Robinson right now. I'm going to give some grace to Zach Robinson. And I'm going to give some grace to Jimmy Lake for the first time this year. When I saw us sending 5 and 6, hey, we got some sacks today. We forced some sacks. But we also gave up some huge chunk plays. So now you're in a situation, since you don't have the Jimmys and Joes up front, you're starting to scheme it. I applaud you for starting scheming it now, Jimmy Lake. And I'm not going to take any credit away from him and say that's Jimmy Gray. That's Coach Gray, or that's Raheem. I'm going to give it to Jimmy Lake because all the criticism we've given to Jimmy Lake, I'm going to give him his flowers on that. We are producing pass rush now. But the thing I was talking about earlier, and this is before we had the proof, I was saying maybe we're in this cover 3 bubble because our secondary isn't as good as we think it is. And boy, we lead them guys in zero or single high set. We got barbecued up, man. It wasn't good. So yeah, we're gonna little bit disagree on that, but good comment, Murs. 3 Dirty says when teams scheme against us, they factor on how vulnerable our coaching staff is. And 3 Dirty, before I even saw his comment, he said it. They scheming up stuff, and it seemed like we're still staying the script and not looking at our flaws and dissecting our flaws and trying to build off that. Like most teams, you play one way and then you got counters to what teams are going to try to counter you with. The only counter I've seen is the fake throw to the screen and then try to go over the top. I've seen that. I can attest to that. Because we always dump it off with the screen pass. Wide receiver, running back, screen, and more screens. Murray says, yeah, his unwillingness to sit Kurt is wild. Yes, it really is. It really is. And let me bring this up right here. Where is it? Here we go. So we're going to close that right there. And we're going to bring up this next graphic. Y'all remember this? Michael, what's up, Michael? I see you, fam. Welcome back to the stream. This time for you. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome to the stream. Y'all remember this picture right here? I do. Kirk Cousins, game-winning throw. Walk-off throw. What was that, Tampa Bay, right? Kirk Cousins, walk-off throw, 509 yards. Kirk Cousins walks out the field and gives Raheem a bear hug. Raheem staring right in his eyes. Like he's like, this is why I wanted you. This is why I brought you here. Guys, if you look at this picture, look at this picture. My bad. Let me move Michael. Look at this picture. Now you tell me who wanted Kirk Cousins and who wanted Penix. Everything is coming so clear now. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Matter of fact, it's still raining outside. It's been raining and gloomy ever since we lost that game. Those are bona fide facts. I can see all obstacles in my way. Darnell Mooney is a good tool. Okay. Yeah, he stares at them. I'm gonna get to the problem. Yeah. But y'all see this picture, right? Like, I'm not tripping. So, Cal, what's up, cuz? I see you. Welcome to the stream. Hold up. You're a cousin, so you get
Kyle
to see
Sterling
yourself.
says, if we lose to the Raiders on MNF, Raheem needs to go. He's got one more game left. Kirk needs to go too. He's a liability.
Guys, I really think that that Raheem is the one that wanted Kirk Cousins. I think he's the one that pushed for Kirk Cousins. And I think that Terry Fontenot wanted more. I think both of them wanted Michael Penix. But I really think that Raheem, we kept hearing about Raheem being in these player meetings and these negotiations, selling the dream, you know, because he is a good, you know what I'm saying, motivator and a seller of dreams. He sold all us a dream. Us Falcon fans want to see results. It's starting to sound like Embrace the Suck with Dan Quinn. And to a man, I think a lot of Falcon fans don't want to hear no more rah-rah speech from Coach Ra. Or should I say Coach Za? You know what I'm saying? Because sticking with Kirk Cousins, you must be on that Za. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. Kirk Cousins have literally not thrown a touchdown in a calendar month worth of time. In a calendar month of time, Kirk Cousins has not thrown a touchdown. That's 5 weeks. We had a bye week. So it's 4 games, 5 weeks. He has not thrown a touchdown, guys. After Kirktober ended, that's when we went on our slide. So, how great Kirktober was is how awful November was. I need y'all to put a peanut in November in the chat, please. Because no touchdowns for Kirk Cousins, pretty much that. And it's not like he don't have range of motion. He has his range of motion. He has his feet about him. I just saw him scramble for a first down. But 2 things I see. Kirk Cousins is staring down his wide receivers who he want to go through to. One time in the game, he stared a guy down and then went to the other side and they were wide open. And he got the pass. I was like, yeah, he went through his progressions that time from left to right, not just the progressions all on the same side. You got two wide receivers over here. Yeah, I can use my eyes and look at one or the other. Even though when you look at Kirk, he throw the ball, the defense is looking right at him. So they're trying to, either the safeties are, and they're screaming out to their corners what side to play. They jump on that ball. But really, truthfully, every time he's throwing a pick, it's directly to the defender. You can't even see the offensive player. And his mind is telling him no, but his body is saying yes. His mind, that's why he double click hitching all the time. He be like, yeah. His body is telling him no. I mean, his mind is telling him no, but his body is telling him yes. Yeah. There were players that were wide open and Kirk Cousins never saw them. And that's why I got to give Zach Robinson some grace. Kirk Cousins is not seeing the whole entire field. He's seeing ghosts. He's not stepping into the pocket. He is rolling back and out into sacks. And that one interception, when he overthrew Kyle Pitts and the defender made a one-handed great grab. As they talking about it on NFL, what is this, NFL Live? They about to talk about that Kirk and Minnesota game. But yeah, he's just not seeing the field, guys. He is honed in on one player. And yeah, I really believe, you see this hug right here? Guys, I really think Raheem picked Kirk Cousins. Because really and truthfully, man, even Arthur Smith, well, we were out of the playoff run. But with 4 games left, he went and switched. Now, really didn't matter. We went 2-2. We didn't have a chance to make it into the playoffs. This time we do. To have so much conviction and to be defiant towards the media when drafting Michael Penix, and you not willing to make a change, is showing me that you had more loyalty to Kirk Cousins than you do to this team, to this owner, and to this fan base to try to do the best thing you can to win the game. To sit up and say that Kirk Cousins gives this team their best opportunity to win is a fallacy, is a lie, is cap. And if you are willing to stand on that hill for Kirk Cousins, then as a fan, we can't defend you. We can't defend you, coach. And you know this is results league. So if you're willing to stand on that, if you're willing to stand on Kirk Cousins' business, you might not like the results, brother. Arthur Smith got released from his duties from the Atlanta Falcons because he believed in Desmond Ridder. And you even said that in your press conference, that if they had better quarterback play, you wouldn't even be the coach here. If you were the main decider or getting Kirk Cousins, and then you would not put in Michael Penix to try to salvage this season, we have a chance to make the playoffs since the last time you was here. And you let that go down the wayside because of pride, you might be a one and done coach. And I hate to say that because I really wanted you to succeed. I want you to succeed. I'm rooting for you. You're my coach, man. But it's just to a point that, hold on, what's this? Oh, it's just to a point that rubber got to meet the road, man. And really and truthfully, guys, we play against the Raiders, who the backup quarterback got hurt, so most likely we're going to play against Desmond Ridder. If you lose with Kirk Cousins because you're stubborn and we lose to Desmond Ridder, the quarterback you release, the quarterback that you solely said, he is the reason why I'm here coaching right now. We lose to Desmond Ridder, bro, you're going to be fired. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. I'm telling you. The fan base, look, Arthur Blank going to see what the fans say, and I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. All right, Raheem said the playbook is for Penix. Running out the pistol isn't Kurt. It's a terrible coaching. Now, I will agree about that. Like, Zach Robinson, I've been saying this, you got to fit your system around Kurt. And you know what? The last game, man, we ran out of the on the center the most. Like, we had pass plays out of the center the most this season. He tried to cater his offense to Kurt. He tried to give Kurt more play action or more plays on the center. Kurt cannot operate. This is a Kirk Cousins problem. Raheem looked lost. No, Raheem is feeling that pressure because all the rah-rah talk ain't working no more. And going with him, and we keep hearing reports of Michael Penix having great practices. Remember when I said the Hawks was trying to, hide Penix from the fans, and everybody told me I was crazy because they didn't want the drama and controversy to start at the beginning of the season? Well, it's here now. It's here now. And the reporters are actually starting to, let that out too. So, Moss, what's up, Moss? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. This sounded for you. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome to the stream. Raheem is a really good showman, but unfortunately for us fans, he's not a good head coach. And this is how the fan base is feeling right now. 330 says, example of special teams purposely kick the ball to Ray Ray because he would fumble. Another things, we got a rookie offense coordinator, defense coordinator, and special teams. Now, I will, in fairness, we have to say, these coaches can't come out there and throw the ball, they can't block, and they can't catch the ball either. And secure the ball. They can't do all of that. All right. So some of this criticism is unwarranted towards these rookie coordinators. But the light gets shined on it because Raheem brought his buddies over without real coaching coordinator experience. That's why the light gets shined on it. If you didn't have three rookie coaches like that, I don't think the light would be shined as much. All right, Jose said we got to beat the Raiders no matter what and make sure the coaches are all on the same page. Facts. Good comment. Oh, let me get down to the super chat. My bad. I don't want to skip nobody, but Jay Black, I see you, man. Jay back with that super chat. Appreciate you, fam. I'm going to let you say it. Appreciate that super chat, fam.
J Black 142 has donated $5 and says, "Sup Larry and Chad, I believe that Kirk will start this game and is removed if we lose."
I wonder if it's going to take to lose. If we down, he done threw 2 picks, we down at halftime by 10, you might see Michael Penix come in. You might see the do-rag come in at halftime. Not sure. It's going to be on Monday night. You got an extra day for game planning. None of this. We're going to practice on Thursday only. Film study on it. Like, what you're doing right now, your regimen is not working. You need to change it up. Normally, I would say get out of town, go to the city early, have a team meeting, all that on the road so you can get more bonding and stuff like that. But it's Vegas, so I don't need you doing that. Go in the regular time. But you need to be there at least on Saturday to get adjusted to the time change. Appreciate that, fam. All right, let me go back up. Mercy, I'll push back on his mobility, Larry. As someone who is recovering through Achilles rupture, you're capable of jogging and running and jumping, but it doesn't exactly feel loose. Okay, I got you, Merce. I got you. Well, can I say this? He's about as healthy as he's gonna be without another full off season of rehab and strengthening. Can we agree on that? But I got you. He is lacking the mobility he had prior to, and that's understandable since he had the injury. So I feel you. Oh, y'all know, man, Merce be always working out too. Shout out to We Talk Hawks TV. I'm sorry. Shout out to We Talk Hawks TV. Merce is always a regular on there. Got some great insight on basketball, showing his knowledge on football too. So appreciate you coming in, fam. That when I go jogging, my Achilles still feels stiff. Okay, I got you. Yes, I think it's mental. Yeah, he's seeing ghosts, man. He's definitely seeing ghosts. Yeah, his picks. When he throwing picks, bro, defense is looking at him and he can't even see the wide receiver he's trying to throw to. Even though he been staring him down, he's staring him down. The defender is looking right into his eyes. The defenders are looking right in his eyes like Coach Rod is looking in his eyes right here, about to get this big bear hug for the game-winning touchdown throw in overtime against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the crib. Yeah. Larry, go to mama, please. Okay. Oh, yeah, Thomas the Train Box. Yeah. Okay, go to mama. Clay Milton, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's sounded for you. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome to the stream. Kirk hasn't played well, but another problem is, offensive-wise, the offense was built for Penix, not Kirk. They are doing what Kirk is good at. They did that last game. They had a lot of play action. They had a lot of him come from center, handing it off from center. They ran an offense more suited to Kirk Cousins, and he still couldn't adapt. Now, they still ran mostly pistol, but I would figure, man, they definitely went into a lot of under center action that they did not do prior to. As an offense coordinator, you do got to adjust to them. I agree with that. Oh, man, I missed that. I'm bad. So Clay said the problem is we don't know if it's a Kurt problem. He has made some bad decisions and throws. This is his first year offensive coordinator. His first year in a new system. All new supporting cast. Yeah, exactly. But, hey, Kurt was saying he's familiar with the system. That's what he was told. He was told that he's familiar with the system. So I ain't giving him that excuse. Now, he is in a new system. He got new cast of characters. But guess what? Nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear that. You got all that money to come in here and to be way more than barely being better than Ritter recently. And I will say that I feel like that the NFL got a book on what we can do. The limitations occur in the pistol. So, yeah, I mean, he just can't do what we need him to do, guys. It's the bad decisions by Kirk Cousins more than the play calling. I agree. I do not like the play calling. You know what I'm saying? Overall, I hate the jet sweep. Take it out. We don't have a speedster like that. We got guys that run straight in a line that's really fast. We don't have shifty guys that make people miss like that to run how many jet sweeps we do. We just don't. Nah, bro, when you look at a defense and when Kurt is staring one way, the entire defense shift that way because he's looking and he don't look on the other side, that is 100% Kirk Cousins. 100%. Defenders know where they're going. Hey, beautiful.
Huh?
You getting in it?
I'm going to sit right here.
I'm finna turn the camera down.
Don't you dare.
All right. Michael said, everybody say hello to the beautiful Shonda.
What's up, y'all?
Michael said, we got to win out. The only I'll accept is Washington. Only loss you accept is Washington. Okay, I got you. Mir said 100%. So okay. So we 100 on that. 3 Dirty says, Larry, true Larry, but being a return man, the secondary return man is the blocker. So securing it may not bring out. Okay, shouldn't bring it out in the end zone. Avery is that guy. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I got you. So basically, the coach need to say, Ray, if you catch the ball, kneel it. So basically, the special team coach said, Ray, if you get it, kneel it. Don't you run it one yard into the end zone. Solid Shiesty, what's up, fam? I see you. Solid said, I think it's the OC. Oh, I'm not absolving the offensive coordinator. But the more film I look at, man, it looked more like a Kirk Cousins problem than anything, guys. It really does. Black said, I thought it was Avery who fumbled. I thought it was Ray, but I ain't sure. I had to go back and look at that. That's one of the plays I didn't go back and look at. Larry, Kirk can be a little shifty to avoid some sacks. He's just standing there like a dang on statue. He could have extended many plays by being a little nimble. I agree. And that's what I was talking about. Like, Kirk is not climbing up in the pocket. And we got Dalman back. We got good, pass blocking up front with Dalman. All right, as our center. He does not climb the pocket. And they showed it during the game. If he would have just climbed the pocket, he could avoid some sacks. You know what I'm saying? He was drifting back. And when you're under center play action quarterback, you don't even know you're drifting. But you're drifting out of the play if you're in the pistol. Because you're just used to, getting the ball from center and, either 5 or 7 step drop. But you're in the pistol and you do that, you go outside of your pocket. So you're leaving your guys out to dry. And you don't have any option to run off the run play option. So, and when you have Kyle Pitts in there, you're not running the ball because he's a horrible blocker. To the point that we're putting Ray McLeod in to be the blocker. Yeah. So we're very predictable with our formations and our personnel. That's another telltale thing about our offense. Clay said, you know why they won't start Penix? They're afraid if Penix fails, they're going to get fired. In 6 dropbacks against Denver, Penix was sacked once, hit the other 2 times. Okay, that's fair. But if they don't, they fired anyway. It is dang if you do, dang if you don't, to be honest. Because if you lose a Desmond Ridder and you didn't play Michael Penix, you're fired. If you play Michael Penix, he get hurt, you're probably fired again. So, I mean, he's in a win-win situation, but guess what? We dug our own hole by playing around like we had games to give away. And it all started with the Saints. Got to win the last 4 games, or at least go 3-1. The good thing is Tampa Bay play against the Rams, who just beat the Bills handily. So this rated, every game is a must-win for the rest of the season. We can't keep relying on Koo. Koo still hurt. So we had like a 50-yard attempt up, but we went for it. Why? Because Koo ain't healthy. So Shai said, I think it's Penix time. Why you think I got the do-rag on? If, and shout out to the front 7 who played very well this game. On the Ebiketie getting another sack. K. Ellis getting 2 sacks. I mean, shout out to the defense, the front 7. Three Dirty said, I'm a special teams guy playing and coaching, and that's what I would have done. I don't want Avery, a top return man in the league, to return the ball. Yeah. Corey Evans in the building. What up, Corey? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Kurt is Santa, giving all these gifts to other teams, giving up the cookies. Oh, my goodness. What's up, Corey? Not early Christmas. Not early Christmas. Clay Milton said, I do think the change need to be made. I need to see if Penix is ready, and starting him will allow to see who he is and if the scheme is the problem. There you go. I will say that Michael Penix will pose a better threat being in the pistol is what he ran in college. He knows how to run out of the shotgun. Run pass option will be better. But, guys, I need you to understand, he is not a mobile quarterback. He runs to scramble to throw, not to run. He can run, but he's a scrambler, not a runner. He's way more mobile than Kirk, so whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, feel me. He's not a traditional running quarterback. If you think he's going to be out here like Jalen Hurts, no. Solid Shite said, I got the Falcons beating the Desmond Raiders. We'll see. You think the Bucs lose to the Chargers? I hope so. We sure did. 3 Dirty said, can we right the ship with the opportunity on Monday night, or will our defense rattle Ridder? Look, if anybody got more motivation to beat the Falcons, it's Desmond Ridder. Do I believe Ridder can do it? No. But if he does, and this guy right here who's about to give a bear hug to Kirk Cousins said, literally came out, and then he said it today. I saw a short that Scott Kennedy put out, and he said that he's glad that that Ridder got another opportunity, but he didn't cut it here, so we had to cut ties. He already had bulletin board material, but then you're going to reiterate and throw salt in the wounds. So, yeah. Yeah, guys. Ain't no more trap games because we ain't good enough to have a trap game. You feel me? We ain't good enough to have a trap game. All right, so I got a stat for you guys. And thanks to my dad for pulling up this gym. All right, guys, listen to this stat, guys. Listen to this stat. Going back to 1980 now, most of y'all probably ain't even alive when this stat was a thing. Going back to 1980, there are only 3 times that any quarterback has thrown more interceptions without a touchdown pass in a 4-game stretch. Ryan Leaf, 10 picks in 1998. Ed Kramer had 9. 1999. Brett Favre had 9 in 2005. And Kirk O'Chains. That's your list. When you do something historically bad, that only 3 players in the history of the National Football League have done, and you are unwilling to make a change, that's not a good look, coach. That may get you on, that may turn your seat into an inferno. Did y'all hear that? Outside of Kirk Cousins, there was only 3 quarterbacks that's ever done that in the history of the National Football League. In the modern era, since 1980. My mic distorted. Hey, guys. Is my mic all right? What's going on, class clown? How you doing, man? Appreciate you coming through. Is the microphone all right, guys? What I saw, guys, on that Jesse Bates came up and was covering a man who was wide open in the flats. It looked like everybody was in man-to-man. And single high man-to-man. With Justin Simmons was a high man. It looked like Jesse Bates was supposed to be the robber. And D. Alford thought that it was cover 2. That's how it looked to me. Everybody else is saying that it looked like Jesse Bates was out of play. I don't know. But there's a reason why we've been in cover 3 shell this entire season. So I'm not sure. What's up, Dre? How you doing? Ray, you said Ritter may look better than Kirk. Boy, that better not happen. We got to win out to get in the playoffs. Facts. Just to make sure we have to. 330 says Ritter will have to have out-coach our defense to make it worse for Ritter. Do they have the offensive coaching staff for that? 330, here's the thing. They got a guy named Brock Bowers. They have a guy named Brock Bowers, who even Gronkowski said, this kid might be the next me. Now, that's a lot of hubris, you know what I'm saying, and narcissism in there. But what he's saying is, he the next best tight end in the NFL, period. Brock Bowers. And how well have we been covering tight ends this season? Y'all seen them Tampa Bay games? Not so well. New Orleans game when they won? Not so well. Denver game? Not so well. The Vikings didn't need to throw it. They just chunk it up, and our wide receiver was falling on our secondary was falling on the ground. Who's gonna guard Brock Bowers? Yeah, there's a way to beat us. Clay Milton said, yeah, I don't think people realize he's not a dual threat. He's just mobile. That's why when I was talking about offense being set up for Penix, I meant the type of throws and route concept. Yeah, Clay. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. I'm glad for the clarification because a lot of people don't understand that. Jada saying, fire Raheem and Fontenot. How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. I see you, fam. Clay Milton said every game is a trap game. No, it's not. We ain't good enough to have trap games. The only way you can have a trap game if you're good enough. And I saw D. Orlando Ledbetter put a poll up, and he asked, are we closer to the 6-3 team, or is this team closer to the 0-4 team? At this moment, I would have to say we're close to the 0-4 team. Is who we are, because the games that we won early in the season, teams didn't have a book on us how they were going to use Kirk in certain situations, what formations, who did he like to go to. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have that book. They got it now. So what teams are doing to you now is what you are, man. If teams had a book on you at the beginning of the season, who knows if we make those comebacks? I'm just being honest. Your record is your record. Ain't no woulda, shoulda, couldas, but you got to look at it and be like, okay, what are we doing right now? And how we're playing like a 0-4 team, not like a 6-3 team. We feasted on this sorry division. That's what we did, guys, if we want to be honest. I mean, that's what it is. Outside the division, what we are, 2-6 outside the division. Self-explanatory. Self-explanatory. What's the spread on the game? I don't know. I don't even care, 3 Dirty. I really don't. I don't care what the spread is. Get the dub. Never have, never will. I ain't really no gambler, no sports gambler, so I really don't care about the spread, to be honest. Just win the game. Fan 88 say, I'm a Redskin fan and Kurt chokes. Him and Dak are the same. Can't win the big ones or even important games if you really cannot put a team on their back. We used to say that all the time. Okay, well, appreciate you coming in, man. Welcome to the stream. That sounded for you. Fan 88. I see you. Yeah, Bowers don't get locked up, man. You can't lock up. Put a corner on him, then he gonna baby him. You can't put a little dude on Brock Bowers. He's gonna baby him. Brock Bowers is a real unicorn. He's a mutant. Shout out to Kool-Aid. He's a real mutant. There ain't nothing. We don't have anyone on there. Troy Neese messed up. I mean, we drafted Troy Anderson over Nakobe Dean. That's another point I want to tell you guys. Terry Fontenot will not be retained after the season if we don't make it to the playoffs. If we lose to Desmond Ridder, I think that Terry Fontenot should be fired on the spot. Because he drafted all offensive players. And you see the second best team in the NFC, guess who we could have drafted? Jordan Davis. out of University of Georgia, anchoring that defensive line. Jalen Carter. And I love Bijan, but Jalen Carter could anchor that line. That's a 1-2 punch, was the best in college football history, and now is doing damage in Philly. Nakobe Dean makes it all work. He's finally healthy. We drafted him over Troy Anderson. Who injury history is just as bad, if not worse, than Nakobe Dean's. Yeah. And even half the player than Nakobe Dean was. And we drafted Cal Pitts over Micah Parsons. All swing and a miss. I like Drake. I like Bijan. But I got Tyler Algiers, who's not as dynamic as Bijan. But I think Jalen Carter could affect this team more. Because Bijan having great games and we get blown out. Algier had 63 yards on 9 carries. Guess who had the better yards per carry? Algier. We got a stout running back room. And we're wasting Tyler Algier because we got a toy in Bijan Robinson. Which, I mean, he's the best player on this team, offensively, by far. But it was a luxury. It was a luxury when we drafted him. I said it then, I'll say it now. But, hey, let's maximize Bijan now. We're probably going to lose Tyler Algier for nothing. So, yeah. But, yeah, this is put up or shut up time, man. You see these press conferences, ain't no more jokey joke, key, and no more. It's all business. That's how it need to be. Yeah, I mean, there's no rhyme or reason. There's no way you lose to the Raiders Monday night. Everybody watching your only game. My bad, you're not the only game on, because they put the Bears on game with it. That's how bad they wanted to flex out of there. They got the Bears and whoever the Bears playing starting at 8, and we starting at 8:30. Wow. All right, let me get my man Jay Black got another super chat. Dang God, appreciate you, man. Hold up. Jay Black with the super chat. What up, fam? Appreciate you. That super chat. You with that super chat. All right. Let Jay Black say it since he paid for it.
Jay Black 142 has donated $5 and says, question, does Chat/Larry think that Kirk focusing more on getting the ball to Ray and Pitts will open up the offense like our 6-3 run?
I think that Kirk Cousins is not seeing the whole field. I don't think you can tell him to like force himself to look at Ray more or Kyle Pitts more. I think there's no connection with him and Kyle Pitts. I don't think Kyle Pitts is a tight end. They keep saying, well, he's always had great connections with tight ends. Yes, with real tight ends. Kyle Pitts is a wide receiver. He's a slow wide receiver. That's what he is. He's not a tight end. He has a designation. When he get paid, that's what he's going to get paid for, but because they're infinitely cheaper, but he's not a tight end. You can't run him when he's inside the box. You can't run the ball. He can only run wide receiver routes. He don't run any tight end routes. It kind of is what it is, man. That's why we only run certain sets out of there. We rarely run out of when Kyle Pitts is in the lineup. We rarely run. It's probably less than 5%, if that. We don't. It's a tail. Kyle Pitts is on the field. We ain't running the ball, we throwing it about 97% of the time. So, yeah. I see Jada agree with me. And Solid Shiesty. Let me go back up and see. Yeah, Jada, we know he can't be cut. I think everyone knows that Brock Bowers can't be covered. All right. Could they have Parsons than Pitt? Yeah. Max Fried went to the Yankees. Yeah. He had a good meeting with them, Raheem Morris. So yeah, I kind of figured that. Yeah, I mean, when they lost Juan Soto, I knew they were gonna pull the trigger on Max. They were just seeing they can get Juan Soto. Once Juan Soto went to the Mets, which hurt us, at least Fried didn't go to the Mets. That's about the best news I could tell you. He didn't go to the Mets. He didn't go to the Dodgers. So he went to the Yankees. Good luck to him, Max Fried. Thank you for all what you did for the Braves and bringing us a championship. Tough as nails. Vikings versus the Bears. So the Bears going to lose that. Vikings going to win that. Clay Milton said, I'm not mad about Bijan, but taking a tight end at number 4, that's such a Falcon move. Yeah, you never want to take a tight end in the top 10. Even with Brock Bowers, how great he is, I would have never took him in the top 10. There's more important positions on the field that can have an impact. And I think Brock Bowers is actually worth a number 10 pick. But me as, me as a football guy, I just wouldn't draft any tight end because they're so dependent on the quarterback and a quarterback that knows how to use a tight end. So why take Drake London over Garrett Wilson? Why take Drake London over Jordan Davis is more like it. Jordan Davis ain't getting the sacks. But guess what Jordan Davis doing? Keeping everybody clean. Keeping everybody clean so Jalen Carter and Nakobe Dean can go to work. Yeah. We need a big host like that down in the 3-4. But nah. Nope. Scottish Gold TV. How you doing, fam? Welcome back to the stream. The sound of you. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome back to the stream. All right, so we covered, I feel like, that Raheem wanted Kirk Cousins. I feel like that was his roster move. That's why he's not going to Penix. While he likes Michael Penix, I truly think he likes Michael Penix. I think he was in the meeting with Kirk Cousins, and he sold Kirk Cousins to come here. I think Raheem sold Kirk Cousins to come here and assure him he was going to be the quarterback this season. Hell or high water. And when they went and drafted Michael Penix, Kirk Cousins was really surprised. He didn't know. And that was more of a collaborative effort between Terry and Raheem. But Raheem made no mistakes. I feel like Raheem wanted Kirk, period. Jada said exactly what I was thinking. Raheem's loyalty and his stubbornness, add stubbornness to it, would be his downfall. If you lose a Desmond Ridder, who you already threw under the bus when you got here in the press conference, kiki ha ha, I wouldn't even be here if the Falcons didn't have better quarterback play. I wouldn't even be here. Arthur Smith would still be here. Then today, throw him under the bus again, saying it didn't work out here. He wasn't an option. We had to move on. if you lose a Desmond Ridder, you have no protection. And Terry Fontenot, you won't be retained, but I think you might get fired. And the coach, because you know Arthur Blank like using that firm, the individual independent firm, to go out and look for new GMs. If we lose to the Raiders with Desmond Ridder as a quarterback, I'm sorry, Terry, but we need a new direction, a new vision. And the new GM need to get in here lickety split to be able to judge Coach Raheem, Kirk Cousins, and this entire roster. Need to get in here early. Now, we still got a chance to win this division, so all is not bleak. But if we lose this game, it's a wrap. We lose this game and Tampa Bay, because the rest of the game Tampa Bay have, this is the hardest game they're going to play against the Chargers. You know, so if they don't lose this game and the Falcons still got Washington, they could keep a one-game lead on us. All we got to do is just tie it up. That's what we're trying to do. So we're hoping the Chargers win and we beat the Raiders. Then we're all tied up again. Now we're neck and neck. So we have to go 4-0 to win this division, in all honesty. Clay Melton is Raheem loyal? Does he just not know how to be a head coach? Serious question. No, I didn't think he was trolling. A lot of fan base feel like that. The stubbornness to a fault is going to be his downfall. And to a point, man, you are a secondary coach, and our secondary was looking like trash. Now, you can't go out there and play for him. I understand that. Now, I think I get carried away about talking about coordinators and stuff like that. Players have to play. Shout out to Tidy, man. But Tidy always say that. Players got to make plays. Shout out to Atlanta Bird Game, man. Make sure you check those guys out. He always say players got to make plays. So, because he has some great film breakdown, man. He be breaking it down for about 4 hours, guys. 2 times the longer than the actual game. So they get down to the nitty gritty. And yeah, when you start breaking it down and looking at it, it's more Kirk than offensive play calling. It's a combination of both. So, bad decision making, eyeballing down the receivers. Yeah, all of that. And jet sweeps out of nowhere. You need Gritty Jared to sack the living out of Ridder. I don't even agree with that, Jada. I think if we don't make the playoffs, the only way Coach Raheem retain his job is to fire all of his coordinators and go get veteran coordinators. Now, if it's somebody who could possibly replace him for real, then so be it. But right now, man, if you lose to the Raiders, if you don't make the playoffs, the only way he retains his job is he fired the offensive, defensive coordinator, and special teams. He takes over for defensive coordinator, kind of like how Dan Quinn had to do it. Take responsibility for it. Since he is a defensive and secondary guy, he got to put his fingerprints on it instead of just saying, well, it's Jimmy Lake's fault. Nope. Can't get away with it. Cannot get away with that no more. But yeah, Terry Fontenot, they like Terry, so they just may let his contract end. But yeah, if we end up losing to Desmond Ridder, I think this guy right here, this goes to my last section of the stream. I think this guy right here might have some. These two guys. Then you're going to see Rich McKay pop up again like Nosferatu and be like, I'm back. And I ain't going nowhere this time. I tried to do it like y'all said, fans and media. I stepped away. I got the United, who was in a playoff drought. I got us back in the playoffs, and I got us the biggest upset in recent history, in MLS history, beating a great Messi in Miami. I'm back. Yeah. Yeah. So y'all see that picture right there? Ingrain it in your eyeballs. So your cortex get it. Y'all see that firing jacket right there? All black. Red pocket square. Red shirt. Falcon cufflinks. Hair slicked back. That Arthur Blank. And this picture is when they were talking about firing Arthur Smith. That's the firing jacket right there. That's the firing get up. I just want y'all to know. All the accolades that Arthur Blank listed off when he was talking about Rich McKay and begrudgingly told Mr. McKay to just worry about the Arthur Blank Foundation and the United. Get the keys to Terry, let Terry cook. But the dinner might be burnt. The smoke alarm is going off. And the food is burnt. Jay Black said Arthur Blank kind of looking like a mob boss. You don't want Arthur Blank to call you in the office and he got that suit on. Capiche? Capiche? Sadashai said Rich McKay takes forever to find the head coach. Where they use that individual independent hiring firm to do it. You know what I'm saying? They vet him, then Rich McKay vet him, and then they had to sit down with Arthur Blank. And ultimately, Arthur Blank makes the decision. Jada said Terry Fun don't mess us all up. Hindsight is 2020, guys. You have some guys that are great evaluators of talent for one side of the ball. Thomas Dimitrov was an excellent evaluator of offensive guys. He came from the Patriots organization. I'm sure he was a guy that was getting those gems in the third, fourth, fifth, undrafted, Edelman, you know what I'm saying? All those guys. Got Gronk. All those guys. But they don't know anything about defense. They had to go to free agency to get defense. Drafting them, not so much. And Terry's kind of the same way. But doing your first pick as a GM and getting Kyle Pitts. Yeah. 4 years later. Yeah, I know a lot of people say that Kyle Pitts' effort is down. He got to be a professional, this, that, and the third. I've seen times that Kyle Pitts was running wide open and Kirk never looked his way. So I can't blame Cal, and I've seen some weak effort too. So it's 50-50 with Cal, you know what I'm saying, and Kirk. I can't blame Zach Robinson because I see Kyle Pitts wide open. Like Kirk don't even look his way, so yeah. Jada said, I think Blank might clean house because he knows he's tired of being the laughingstock of owners. No. That would be the Jets. That would be the Jets, not the Falcons. That would be the Jets. Rich McKay is never going anywhere. Rich McKay is the hand. Yo, guys, you ever watch Game of Thrones? You guys ever watch Game of Thrones? Rich McKay is the hand. Now, is he Peter Dinklage? Is he Tyrion? Or is he Tyrion's father? Most likely like Tyrion's father. Yeah, Rich McKay is the hand. I'm saying. So, you already said it. Yeah, so Rich McKay is Tyrion's father when he was a hand. Yes. His name is escaping me right now, but I'll think of it most likely when we end the stream. Yeah. What's the name? Lannister. I'm forgetting his first name. Old man Lannister. That's what I'm calling right now until I remember his name. Rich McKay ain't going nowhere. If you look on that other lapel, underneath his lapel, if he pull his jacket back like that, the hand little brooch would be pinned right there. I promise you it's there. Or it's in his inside pocket. He don't want people to know. But yeah, he's the hand. And Arthur Blank is the emperor or the king. And he ain't going nowhere. He will be advising Arthur Blank's son when Arthur Blank's son takes over the foundation. Yeah, when you see Arthur Blank wearing that on the sideline with that color scheme, yeah, you already know. And when he come down before the fourth quarter, when he come down like 2 minutes before the third quarter, he already down there. When Arthur Blank in that suit, when you see that suit and Arthur Blank on the sideline with his arm folded, and it's like 2 or 3 minutes before the third quarter, and he get down there before the middle of the fourth quarter, yeah, buddy, your job ain't safe. So yeah, with the Raiders, man, the Atlanta Falcons need to come out and play their best game of the season. Plain and simple. Offense, defense, and special teams. You have an opportunity to play against a lesser team who isn't rebuilding, but I mean, they gave away a lot of people just to, you know what I'm saying, acquire more assets. They're on a team in a rebuild right now. They're in a rebuild. They ain't tanking. They already hit the tank. So they got to start playing in Brock Bowers, but you need more assets. Yeah. You have to win this game against the Raiders. There ain't no more excuses, man. No more, hey, we got to clean things up. It's only 4 games left in the season. Do or do not. There is no try. Shout out to Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try. Oh no, I didn't forget about Max Crosby. I didn't forget about Max Crosby, a person that I wanted us to go trade for. But we did not. We held our water. Are we good? We're going to scheme it up. And shout out to Jimmy Lake for scheming it up. We got more sacks. We're doubled our total coming back from 3 games ago. We doubled our total. We got 4 and 5 sacks back-to-back games, or 5 then 4 sacks in back-to-back games. Oh yeah, he's a sack specialist. Yeah, I wanted Crosby. Yes, I want us to trade for Crosby. For sure, solid. Yeah. We gotta account for him. We gotta account for him. Go to mama, okay? Mama. Yeah, go to mama. All right, guys, what time is it? All right, we've been on here for an hour and 25 minutes, almost an hour and 30 minutes, man. Thank all of you guys for coming through. Atlanta Falcons got to win this game. I ain't got no score. I ain't got no prediction. I'm saying they have to win. This is a must win. Every game for the rest of the season is a must win, because the only way to guarantee, and we still need help to make it in the playoffs. We must win every game, and we need Tampa Bay to at least lose 1. 2 will be best. But we got to win all our games for the rest of the season. We win the tiebreaker if we win the rest of our games and they lose 1, but they still have to lose 1. Larry? Oh, you can have that controller. Okay. He need to be charged anyway. Arthur Blank's son, this it's gonna be just like the Raiders with Al Davis. You know, his son took over. Same thing's gonna be with the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? Not wishing anything on Arthur Blank. Arthur Blank, you know what I'm saying, got 70 more years. You know what I'm saying? A good health, hopefully. But I mean, the Falcons gonna always, the Blank family are entrenched in the city of Atlanta culture, so I don't ever see them selling the team. Yeah, it's gonna be in the Blank name forever, and Rich McKay is gonna be right there as the hand of the Falcons. That really need to be his title, the hand of the Falcons, not the team president, the hand. The hand. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys coming through. Let's hope for a balanced attack. Let's hope that our game plan is on point offensively and defensively. Let's get a lot of sacks. Let's get a lot of touchdowns. Let's protect Kirk. And Kirk, please make the right decision. Stop eyeballing your receivers. And if so, y'all know what time it is. It's do-rag Michael Penix time. That's about it, man. That's about it, man. Thank everybody for coming in. You guys are absolutely awesome. Ain't nobody told you it was awesome today. We will.
Jada says,
oh, Tywin Lannister, yeah.
You need 3 guys on max.
Yeah, pretty much. Shout out to Bijan being a great blocker, man. Bijan is a great blocker. Like, he's absolutely a great blocker. How is Bijan a better blocker than my tight end? My shifty, versatile running back also is my best blocker out of my starting tight end or my starting running back. To the point they move him up to the line of scrimmage like his punt coverage. It's crazy. So yeah, if we do triple team, it will be Bijan doing that. And then that actually plays into the defense hands, because they don't want Bijan going out in open space and catching it. And Kirk can't get the ball up fast enough because he either getting it batted down or he holding it too long, won't step up in the pocket
says,
and get sacked.
Don't forget Charlie Werner.
Charlie Warner is not a better blocker than Bijan Robinson, but he is an excellent blocker for a tight end. But I was just talking about my starting tight end, not Charlie Warner. Yeah, I mean, Charlie Warner, basically they use him as a fullback a couple times. And wherever we motion him to, that's where we run most of the time. We motion Warner to the left, we're running to the left.
Thornton, the eye test, says, what's going on, family and chat?
What's going on, Winston? How you doing?
Smash that like button.
Guys, make sure you check out Winston Thornton on the eye test, man.
Blocker,
got some great content. I do, you should too.
Says, Kyle Fitz.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Winston. We're about to end. Well, yeah, let me give you a brief cliff notes. I think that, all right, let me show you the picture. Let me show you the picture. This picture right here, we won against Tampa Bay. That picture represent, to me, that coach wanted Kirk Cousins. That was a coach Raheem roster move. Okay? That's why we aren't going to Penix. Because Raheem sold Kirk Cousins on coming here. He was in that pitch room, you know what I'm saying, in the meeting with Kirk Cousins and his agent. And he guaranteed him that he would be the quarterback for this team for at least the first year or the first 2 years. Don't know what he promised. I wasn't in there, but you've seen this big bear hug. Now his unwillingness to make a quarterback change leads me to believe that Kirk was his guy more than Terry. All right, that's one thing. We also had this, the thumbnail made by the beautiful Shonda. Coach saying Kirk is our guy. The fans saying WTF. And Freddie Falcon falling out on the field. And the Viking fans trolling him with signs. Shout out to Shonda with these excellent thumbnails. Fire. And last but not least, what's up, DJ? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. We about to end it. I just went over this clip notes. And last but not least, if we lose a Desmond Ridder, you gonna see this smoking jacket out. This the firing smoking jacket of Arthur Blank. You gonna see that red shirt, that red pocket square, them Falcon cufflinks, the Falcon little pin on his lapel, and that hair slicked back like a gangster. Tony Soprano style. If you see him wearing this in Vegas, and we lose a Desmond Ridder, somebody getting fired. Somebody getting fired. I promise you. That seat sizzling. It ain't a hot seat. It's a hibachi seat. I'm going to Shogun seat. Yeah, DJ, yeah. It is some BS that we're 6-7 after being 6-3. So yeah, guys, if you just checked in, please check out the rewind of this. Make sure you share it out so more people get to see it, man. And thank all of you guys for coming in. You guys are absolutely awesome. You guys kept the vibe up as always. And yeah, 42-21 was disgusting. Gave up 21 points. And then the gall of that coach to say this team didn't do enough to help the quarterback. It was 21-21. I'm seeing cookies being thrown.
Winston Thornton, the eye
that ain't the team fault.
I'm about to share it in a second.
Appreciate you, fam. Make sure you guys check out the eye test on Wednesday. Late night action. Got some great content over there. I do, you should too.
Says, No way Raheem said that.
He said that, Josh. He said, go back and look at the press conference. He said the team didn't do enough to help Kirk Cousins win this game. Now, if he's talking about that, he's talking about that secondary. He's a secondary coach, and the secondary was horrible.
Jada says, Raheem is a clown.
And Kirk Cousins said, I felt good, really good about the game when it was 21-21, but then it all got away from us. And I look up, and we done gave up 14 points. He throwing people under the bus again. So again, I feel like Kirk Cousins was a Raheem choice. I ain't got no proof, but the tea leaves is saying that. So yeah. And before I get more upset about this, man, I'm about to get up out of here. Great job by the front seven, getting 4 sacks. Ellis, great job. On Ebiketie coming in. Even Jimmy Lake.
Jada says,
forcing some sacks.
Kirk is the Walmart version of Aaron Rodgers.
Nah, both of them playing bad. Both of them can't push up that injured Achilles. Both of them lost velocity. Kirk Cousins throw the slowest football in NFL history. 25 mile per hour. No, I think it was like 30 or something like that. But yeah. No, they said 26 mile per hour. The ball came out. 26 mile per hour, guys. You ain't throwing it past nobody.
Falcons playoffs start this week.
Yes, the playoffs start this week for us, guys. And it ain't even guaranteed because we got to have the Chargers lose. But we up out of here, man. Thank all you guys for coming through. Peace up, A-Town down. Falcons got to rise up for real. Ain't no more time to play. Ain't no dilly-dallying around. Get on your horse and ride out.
Demetrius Jeffrey says, Kirk's arm been looking like noodles.
Warm noodles. Warm ramen noodles. With extra butter and salt in it. All right, y'all. Peace out. Hey, you don't want to see that smoking jacket. But guess who's going to be in charge? Y'all see the hand right there. Rich McKay is Arthur Blank hand. Just like Game of Thrones, Rich McKay is the hand or the Arthur Blank Foundation. Just for y'all know, that guy ain't going nowhere. All right? And he will definitely be back if we lose the Ritter. Because the backup quarterback was in an air cast the last game. Yeah. All right, guys, we up out of here. Can't wait for Monday night. Also, oh yeah, before we go, make sure you guys come in here tomorrow for the Hawks versus the Knicks in New York. Y'all already know, man.
Ice trader gang. Ice trader gang. Ice trader gang.
As we play in the knockout round for the semifinals of the Emirates NBA Cup playoffs. The Atlanta Hawks a afterthought by all these pundits, by Vegas, by everything. But our Hawks should be healthy, and they ready to go to work and surprise everybody in the NBA.
Tomorrow, Fascio.
You guys make sure you tune in. We need all of y'all energy for the Atlanta Hawks to pull off this upset and Trae Young to take that bow in Madison Square Garden.
Ice Trae.
Ice in the chat before we get up out of here, man.
Ice trader gang. Ice trader gang. Ice trader gang.
All right, and on that note, we up out of here, man. Rise up. True to Atlanta. Let's go, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's get it.
Jose Ignacio Reyes Tartakowski says, see you tomorrow. Demetrius Jeffrey says, we about to smoke on that Knicks pack tomorrow.
Thank you.